Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of our podcast. Today, in this episode, I have another important and special guest. He is a friend of mine, again from Russia, but he is one of the first friends I met in Russia through Couchsurfing experience. Today, I'm meeting him in Vietnam. He was traveling around this country, and I was so happy to meet him here. So he, besides traveling, he is also working in radio station. Interestingly, he has many other skills and education that helping him to succeed in his life. So now let's welcome Vladimir Petrov. Hi, man.
Hello.
How are you
Thank
doing?
you for inviting me.
Yeah, I'm so happy to meet you here. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
How is life so far?
Life is good.
Life is good.
Yeah.
So tell me about you came to here, right? To Vietnam. Why you came to Vietnam?
I was here. I traveled in Vietnam maybe 3-4 times, but in Hanoi this is my first time. So I came here to visit my friends, you and other friends,
Okay, that's
Yeah.
nice.
and we are planning our new trip to China.
China.
Yeah.
So it's going to be your first time to China?
Yeah, China I haven't been before.
Okay. So tell me about yourself more, because you're working in this different things that I have mentioned. I want to hear more. How do you manage to work in like this and travel?
So past 10 years, I'm working in FM radio
Mm-hmm.
in Yekaterinburg, Pilot FM,
FM,
if you know. Yeah,
FM radio.
yeah, as a advertising manager.
Ah.
Yeah, so nowadays my boss allowed me to work like remotely, so I use this opportunity
To travel.
to travel and work online. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. So I met you through Couchsurfing first time in your birthday.
When it was?
It was March, April, one of these, maybe
It was
start of
8
April.
March, of course. 8
Yeah.
March, but which year? 3 years ago?
It was 2022.
2 years ago?
Yeah.
Wow.
The second birthday you were another country, and I think this third birthday you were also in another country. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You're just not. Many people want to ask like Couchsurfing. You become the Couchsurfing ambassador.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
How it happened? How did you become an ambassador?
So I used Couchsurfing maybe 5-6 years, and once upon a time I host one guy. He was the ambassador from Spain.
Oh,
So I asked him how he got an ambassador, how he became an ambassador, and he suggested me to message Irina. She's ambassador of Russia from Tumen. You know Tumen?
Yeah. I have been there.
So I messaged her, and she come to Yekaterinburg, and we organized like a Couchsurfing meeting.
The first
So
time.
yeah, in 2022 January, we started this, and after that every month I organize meeting in my city in Yekaterinburg, and one of the meeting in UK.
Yeah.
So during 1 year I organized 12 meetings, and then the Couchsurfing just nominated me to be an ambassador. That's it, and I became an ambassador.
Yeah, is it different to be different between ambassador or normal person?
It's not big difference. I think it's more responsibility, because you are like a face of the community.
In the
So
city.
you should be perfect.
yeah. Everyone who come to the city, they want to look for ambassador. Yeah.
Might be.
Okay, so for the people who don't know Couchsurfing, what is Couchsurfing?
Couchsurfing is a big society of the travelers who can stay with each other in different cities. I mean, For example, you come to Hanoi and you stay with me,
Mm.
or I come to Yekaterinburg, I stay with you.
Mm.
It's not about only staying, it's not about free staying. Yeah.
Mm.
Of course, it's free.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about hospitality and it's about friendship. I got so many friends through Couchsurfing around the world. And you know, it's like my small network. And it helps me a lot. Every time I can ask my friend and any problem solved.
You message them and they so nice. When was the first time you started like Couchsurfing?
I think 2017. It was in India. So I was zero on Couchsurfing and I didn't know how it works. And I just put a public trip in Delhi, India. And one guy, he was 50, 51 years old. And he invited me, okay, come to stay with me. I was suspecting why he invited me. So a little bit worried, And after 2 days, he messaged me, okay, I will come meet you in airport, and I will come with my Ukrainian guest. So we'll come together. Of course, this guy can speak Russian, and I could ask him, he's a good person, blah blah blah. So I did like that, and he said, okay, don't worry, you can stay with him.
Nice.
So I stayed with him, maybe 1 or 2 nights, and then continue my trip. And every time he supported me, and he suggested me what to do, where to go, and even on the way back, I came to Delhi, stayed 1 night with him again, and flew back to Russia.
Okay.
And after that, we keep messaging each other. After three months later, I went to my trip to Sri Lanka.
I see.
Yeah. When I arrived to Sri Lanka, I messaged him, Ashok, hello, I'm in Sri Lanka. I came here to celebrate my birthday. And he said, when is your birthday? I said, in 2 days. And 2 hours later, he messaged me, can you meet me tomorrow in the airport?
Really?
Yeah, he came especially to congratulate me in Sri Lanka. Yeah. And we spent maybe 3 days together, and he flew back away.
Really?
After 3 months, he traveled to Russia, and I met him in Moscow. Yeah. I showed him around. It's not finishing.
Really?
After 8 months, the same year, he invited me to his son's wedding ceremony in India.
Really?
Yeah, it was very fun. Good experience. So
Just
I came to his family, stay with him, and even when we celebrate the wedding, it was in another city, and he provided everything, the food, the hotel, everything. It was completely free for me. I was the special guest.
So you were in the VIP list,
And in 1 month, he will come to Vietnam, and I'm gonna meet him
He
here.
will come here.
Yes.
In 1 month from now.
We still keep in touch.
Wow.
It's like a friendship for a lifetime, I guess.
I also had good experience, like I met you too.
Yeah.
For example, you see? Because I met 2 other people, Couchsurfer in Afghanistan. They came from Poland and from Turkey. I hosted them and I helped them around the city. But the first time I went another Couchsurfer in another country, I think it was through you and through the group.
Our community.
The community. It was a really nice time, and after that I went out with Ivan. We eat in one of the big malls, the Greenwich, the Passage. We went to Passage there, and then we went to that, it's telecommunication place or something. You go and see city from there. It's a bit
Tower?
Yeah, it's a tower sort of thing. We went there.
So this community helped you a lot during your first time in Russia?
Yeah, first time, because when I came to there, I was looking for groups to meet. Because I used Couchsurfing in the past, I said, okay, let's go to Couchsurfing again. And then I saw, there is an event going on. First of all, when I opened Couchsurfing, I went to this place, and then after our meeting, I changed my location to Moscow or to Yekaterinburg. Then the Couchsurfing closed my application. because of the pain and this thing. And then
Yeah.
for so many days I was not using Couchsurfing. I'm like, oh, what happened? But then I messaged Couchsurfing. I told them that I'm from Afghanistan. I'm just traveling here, and they put my location back.
Oh.
Yeah, and then I
That's
was
good.
able to use it freely.
Okay.
And also, you remember Gia? She helped me to change location and do some stuff with my phone to be able to download the app and use it.
You know, she helped me in Brunei.
Really?
Yeah.
You went to Brunei?
Yeah. Her country.
Yeah.
Small country.
Rich country.
Yeah. A lot of oil. And she found the guy, her friend, and he rent a hotel for me for 2 or 3 nights free.
Come on, man.
Yeah. That's this
That's really
community.
good. That's really good. Do you have some hobbies, some other activities you do to make your life?
You know, I start my new hobby. I start surfing.
Surfing?
In Philippines. Yeah. I bought a surfboard, and it was my dream. I wanted to learn how to surf. So I start surfing.
Now you know how to surf?
I know, but you need to practice a lot to be a professional.
Is it scary?
Sometimes yes, because sometimes the waves are big. Yeah. So you should be careful.
Yeah, because I'm just in the process of learning how to swim.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I learned how to swim, but in
Afghanistan there is no rivers.
In Afghanistan there are rivers, but I was not going, so I was not practicing.
Okay.
When I went to pool several times, but I didn't swim really well. But when I came to Da Nang, I tried to go over the water.
In the sea.
Yeah. Because that's the real water, with the push-ups and going back. Yeah. It's hard too, because sometimes you go front and the water is pushing you back.
Of course.
It's like.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so how many countries have you traveled?
More than 60.
More than 60. Okay. What was your first country?
My first. Indonesia.
Indonesia.
Yeah, Bali. In that time, I tried my first time surfing.
First time in Indonesia.
Yeah.
When was that?
10 years ago.
10 years ago. What's the plan? You want to complete the countries?
One of my dreams is to visit 100.
100.
Yeah. And then let's see.
Yeah. If you get the Schengen visa or the Euro visa, you can go to all European countries. If you have enough money, you can go.
Yeah. I used to travel in Europe, but not complete all countries.
No.
But maybe 70% I complete. Yeah.
What about Africa? Which African countries?
Africa, I travel only North Africa. I mean this Arabic country. Morocco,
Egypt,
Tunisia,
Indonesia,
and Egypt.
Tunisia. Yeah, there are other countries there, particularly Morocco.
Morocco is
very
good.
beautiful. Yeah. I haven't been there, but my friends are studying there.
Studying?
Yes.
Afghani friend?
Afghani friends. I was working with a company. It was a Marrakesh company. It was a university. I was working with their events management. It was in Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Yeah. See, I know it.
Very good.
Yeah. So, the first country was Indonesia. How was your experience? You
Of
remember
course,
anything?
it was shock because first time outside of Russia, a completely different culture. Yeah. And I celebrate my birthday there. Yeah.
You have a plan to celebrate in other countries?
Most of the time I celebrate my birthday outside of the country.
Okay. So, you have this hobby, right? Surfing.
Yes.
And you travel. And you work. Do you have any other fun fact or something secret?
Secret?
Yeah, maybe
South Korea.
South Korea. Yeah, secret.
Yeah. I do travel to South Korea to get money.
Yeah. You work in South Korea.
Yeah.
And you travel to other countries. How much you work in South Korea? Like the wage salary for the people.
Last time I worked 1 month.
So in South Korea, from which countries people work there?
Oh, so many countries. Even start Vietnam, Philippines, Myanmar, Russia, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, what else?
Tajikistan.
Mongolia, Tajikistan, yeah. Mongolia.
They work in South Korea.
Yeah. I think something more. I don't know. But that people I met.
So they all work there. They came to the country legally.
They came legally, but they work illegally. And some of them stay illegally.
Yeah, when the visa
completes,
they stay.
Visa finished and they stay illegally.
Yeah, that's nice. That's really interesting because South Korea is a very popular country and it's a very developed country.
Yes, it's developed country, very good, like a transport system, like this, how to say.
Crowded?
Yes, the capital is crowded, yeah. But there are so many different cities, small cities, so you can travel.
Yeah,
but if you travel, it's expensive.
It's expensive. How much per 1 month? How much per 1 month?
You need money?
Yeah.
It depends. But for example, if you want to take a train from Seoul to Busan, it's like a 3-4 hours train. You should pay maybe $50.
3-4 hours and $50.
Yeah.
So, was it hard work?
Yes, it's hard.
Why you don't work except in other country? You couldn't find like more works here?
I want to work here in Vietnam.
Really?
Yeah. Like Ivan doing.
Ivan is teaching.
He's an English teacher.
Yeah, he's teaching English. Amazing. There are many. I met many people who are teaching English. I met Australian family. They came here before COVID.
Here in Vietnam.
Yeah, in Vietnam, like a couple. And then during COVID, they stayed here. And then after that, they said, "What should we do? What should we do?" Because they couldn't go back; it was locked. And then they said, "Okay, let's start teaching." They start teaching English right now. They are teaching English, and they're not going home anymore. It's like 5-6 years, and like before COVID, now after COVID. Tell me how traveling has affected your life. 10 years of traveling.
No. 10 years of traveling, but non-stop traveling. This time I'm non-stop traveling. Yeah.
Okay, you are non-stop traveler right now.
For 2 years.
For 2 years.
This September is going to be 2 years.
How non-stop traveling is different from the stop traveling?
It's exhausting.
Exhausting?
Always on the way, you need to find a place to stay. You need to communicate with people. Of course, for example, if you 6 months traveling, you have enough energy. But after that, you need maybe 1 month's rest.
So where do you take this rest?
Sometimes in Vietnam, sometimes Philippines.
Sometimes Philippines and Vietnam. That's nice.
Yeah.
Is Philippines higher, like in terms of expenses? Or is it the same like?
I think it's the same with Vietnam. Thailand is more expensive.
More expensive?
Korea is 4 times more expensive.
4 times.
Yeah.
So you're doing the non-stop traveling.
Right now, yes.
Yeah. So what have you learned from this non-stop traveling? Like people say, when you travel, you learn.
Of course, every day you learn something. But the lesson is you should do the first step, and the path is open for you. And every time people help you. Most of the time, people are good and help you.
Yeah.
You just need to ask. That's it.
And then
And you should trust the way.
Whatever way you go, you should trust.
Yeah. It's not so hard. It's not so complicated. Just go.
Just go.
So you travel 3 months.
Yeah.
You should feel the same.
Yeah, for me, before traveling, I had a lot of questions and a lot
Yeah.
of thoughts. What will happen, particularly with the passport issue. I was saying maybe in the airport they will not allow me. They will not allow, a lot of things. Even in Moscow, they asked me where are you going and why are you going.
It was direct flight.
It was to Doha.
Doha.
Yes. And then I told them holidays, vacation. Yeah. Then they also asked me. They wanted to see my visa printed. I didn't print it. It was just there. They said no, it's not a problem. And then they said okay. And also they asked some question when they were taking my migration card, Russian migration card, because the migration card they take it and if you go back they will give you back to me. And they were asking me some question there. They asked me question in Russian. They asked me in Vladimir. And then because I usually say my birthday in English or my own language, in Russian I was like, my brain was going. And then the person, he was reading and he looked at me.
They thought you were a different person with your passport?
In my passport picture is a bit like some years ago. I took passport like 4 years ago, for example, and the picture is also old. The picture I put in passport is 1 or 2 years older than the day that I took the passport.
Okay.
So it's a bit different. I look more young and no beard sort of thing.
Okay.
And they looked at passport like this, like that, like this. I was like, come on, we need to find. And then the person said, okay, say it in English.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I said in English, okay, let's go. For 10 or 15 minutes I was just standing there, yeah. And I had very less time for my trip. I had like 13 minutes for my
flight.
Yeah.
Stop over.
To go to the plane.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like that. So one of the thing I learned, like as you said, like you should start and then you will see the way will be open for you, something like that. Something like that happened. Okay, so from non-stop traveling, like different countries have different foods and different cultures, right? Doesn't it affect you, like?
Even in India, so many people say that the food in India like affect you. You go to toilet, you don't after 2-3 days.
Yeah.
But even last time, I didn't experience that. Even in India, I accept the food. And it's good for me. Yeah. Vietnam is good.
It's good?
Yeah.
You like the food here?
Yes.
What's your favorite food?
The soup.
The soup?
Yeah.
Pho? They say pho.
Yeah, pho bo.
Pho bo. Yeah. You don't like banh mi?
Banh mi is good too. Yeah. Because it's with bread. We like bread in Russia.
Yeah. Particularly, you guys like.
Even you like.
Yeah, I tried to find that. It was really hard to find this. It's not. It's a big one. It's really big. Yeah. It's like if you put 3-4 banh mi together, it will become one.
Okay.
Yeah. What was your favorite countries among your trips?
I think it's a wrong question.
Oh.
I will explain to you.
Okay, explain.
Every country is good in their own way. So I would like to ask the question: which country you would like to come back? So I'd like to come back to Iran. I'd like to come back India, despite the fact I've been there 5 times.
Really?
Yeah.
You want to go there for the 6th time?
Yeah. India is so big.
Yeah.
So what else? Maybe Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah, I'd like to travel more in Mexico.
So you were in Mexico?
Yes, I've been in Mexico.
When were you there?
When?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It's maybe one of your first
countries. One of my first trips. It was nice.
It was nice? Wasn't it expensive than South Korea? Because I heard it's very expensive.
Mexico?
Yeah.
The flight is expensive.
The flight is
Yeah,
but
because it's
living
very far away. Yeah. But the living is good. I think the same with Russia, maybe even cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when I had one Mexican friend, Umberto, something like that.
Okay.
And then we asked the price to go there. He said like $2,000-3,000. I said,
$2,000-3,000?
yeah.
Maybe when he was there.
He told me like last year.
Oh.
Maybe now it's expensive.
Situation changed.
Yeah, because now it goes somewhere and then from somewhere to another place, 2-3 places. Because there is no direct to Mexico right now. Many people go maybe to Cuba or Venezuela, and from there, something like that. Yeah. Okay. You have been to Cuba?
Not yet.
Colombia?
Not yet. South America? Not yet.
Oh, okay. But they are good.
I know.
They're very popular.
A little bit dangerous, but...
A bit dangerous, but many people enjoy if you take care of yourself.
Okay.
So
Let's go.
I wanted to apply for Colombia visa last year.
Reject.
They said you should have a Schengen visa. For me, if I have a Schengen visa, I can go to all South African countries. Yeah. They said doesn't matter if you're Afghan or no, but you should. If you have a Schengen, you can. I said okay, I will get it. Then I go to Europe.
Okay.
Okay, so you want to go back to these countries. If you go back, what do you want to try?
I think just visited more places. People, meet with the people.
What about Afghanistan? Why you didn't go to
I
Afghanistan?
want. You asked what is my favorite country. I visited. I want to go to Afghanistan.
You want to go to
You
Afghanistan?
invite me?
I invite you when I'm here or when I'm there.
Okay.
So you want to go? Like,
of course.
do you have a real plan or you just?
Not yet planned, but it's in my list.
Because there are many travelers nowadays going. Like definitely, like
even from Russia.
Yeah, from Russia they message me because my place is still in Kabul. They message me, can you host? That's why I turned off my hosting because they usually message me a lot of Russians because they saw I have a lot of reference from Russia, so they message me first.
Very good.
Yeah, like they message that they want to meet or they want to be hosted, they want to see the city. 2-3 questions usually they ask.
Okay.
One time an Iranian guy messaged me and he told me, I'm traveling with my motorbike, like motorcycle. Can I find the benzene, like petrol everywhere? Like if I go to mountains and come back.
Oh yeah. Is that the problem?
He can find, but those ones that he can find on the street, they're not good quality. So if you are not caring about quality, then otherwise you can buy in bottle somewhere, keep it with yourself when you run. You can sell. Easy way, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
One day I will come.
Yeah. Like, the best time to come is April, March. Some
good weather.
Good weather.
Okay. After winter.
Yes, after winter.
But autumn, this time September, October.
It's also a good time, but it's more windy. Right?
April, March.
Yeah, April, March, you will see some rain as well, but it's going to be good rain. You will enjoy it. Okay. Like you will see. Wow.
Spring.
Yeah, spring rain, like the flowers and greens.
Very good.
Okay, so if you say something to people who want to start traveling, but they are afraid of, what do you say to them? Because some people say it's expensive, dangerous, a lot of things.
You need money. Of course you need money. Without money, I know the people who travel without money, but I'm not like that. But of course you need to save some money to be sure you have it, and then just buy a ticket. Go. Use Couchsurfing if you don't know. Ask Hayat, he knows.